All right, we got something here from my buddy Roger. Something from Monterey Bay Knives. A new release from Monterey Bay Knives. And considering that I live pretty close to Monterey, a couple hours away, I don't own any knives from them, which is kind of weird. I feel like I should change that. Um, in fact, I was just in Monterey recently at the aquarium there. So yeah, anyways, let's check this out. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, go do it right now. Thanks. This is a big boy, damn. This is the swordfish. I think it's the swordfish, right? Got some extra bearings, spacers. So this is not USA made. I don't know who their OEM is. This is a big knife, man. Pretty heavy too. Titanium. Got the front flipper and the hole. And a fuller. Let's do the front flipper first. Ooh. Damn. Pretty unique blade shape and handle shape. Pretty overall. Oh, it's S90V. Okay, all right. It's a liner lock. Let's try the reverse flick. Pretty good. Choke up spot. Little thumb ramp deal there. Interesting how the fuller is kind of down here and we got a big swedge up on top of that. Pretty reflective machined sort of bevels here. Titanium clip. Handle's really comfortable. You got that like palm swell kind of deal in the middle here. That always feels nice. Thumb flick. Yep, pretty easy. Can I use the fuller for... Yeah, I can use the fuller for reverse flicking. It's not quite deep enough to get like a really nice grip on it, but you can. Definitely good leverage on that front flipper. Lock bar access is okay. Kind of feel like I'm a little pushing my thumb in there to disengage it. Maybe it needs a little bit of grippiness on it, possibly. To push that over, just help your thumb not want to slide off. It's not bad. Decently smooth, perfectly centered. It feels a little... What's the word I'm looking for? It feels a little budget. It feels a little budget. Now, I don't have a lot to go off of. I haven't handled too many of their knives, so I don't know. You know, some of their knives are USA made, some aren't. And I haven't really handled either, so I'm just judging this off of other knives I've handled in the knife world. And it feels pretty budgety. Just the smoothness of the pivot, you know, you can hear that kind of, not grinding, but the rubbing noise of the detent ball rubbing on that tang, or maybe it's the bearings rubbing in their tracks, I don't know. You know, this finish on the blade just screams budget, you know. It's probably the cheapest finish you could do on a blade, I think. You know, it's just not, doesn't look hand done at all, because it's not. It just looks budgety, you know. Flat scales, you know, there's a pretty decent rounding around all the edges, so it's pretty comfortable. Ergos, I would say, are pretty good. I'd say the detent's pretty well tuned for all these different deployments. It doesn't feel like weak or anything. It's pretty big too. Let's do some size comparisons. Here's a Vice-Teed Raccoon. Here's a Native 5. Here is an XM18. Here's a McNeese Mag 2. And one more. Here is an OG Drift. So yeah, it's a big knife for sure. Let's measure that real quick. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Overall, 8 3/8. Handle is 4 5/8. Blade is 3 3/4. Pretty big. Not massive, but it's pretty big. It's kind of heavy too. There is milling on the inside. Some pretty significant milling. At least not on the clip side. There's no milling on the clip side, but there is on the other side. But, you know, it's big. Obviously, it's going to be heavier because it's big. 5.2, 5.1. I'm not sure how much this was. I'll link it down below so you can go look. But I'm hoping it wasn't too much because, yeah, it just does feel a little budgety to me. Some pretty nice sounds, though. There's definitely like a kerthwack, like a thunk when you deploy it. It just feels like the blade's big and heavy. Which the blade stock isn't overly thick, but it is a pretty big blade. So there you go. That's the Swordfish. I don't think I love the design. It doesn't really scream to me as, you know, it doesn't say please buy me to me. But it's pretty cool, you know, definitely unique. So there you go. Monterey Bay Knives Swordfish. Thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.